do not trust me because I was the persecutor. All of you all who are not really into me because of the lifestyle that I used to live, I'm not going to worry about you. I will push you aside because I want to know Jesus. And I want to know him experientially. In other words, every day I want to experience his persona. You see, some of us only want to experience him on Sunday. Help me, God. Yeah, you got a Sunday experience. Now, the Sunday experience is not the same as the Monday experience. And the reason some of us can't experience him beyond Sunday is because we don't ever want to know him in an experientially way on a Monday. I'm telling you, life ain't the same on Monday as it is on Sunday. Am I talking to anybody in here? Life ain't the same on Tuesday as it is on Monday. Wednesday got a whole nother flow. Thursday got a whole different kind of flow too. Friday got a whole nother flow. And if you used to run and do what you used to do, you better watch Friday because Friday will pull on you. Say Saturday will too. Saturday will too. Special if the eagle flies. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Look at a boomer and they'll tell you what the eagle flies mean. That's when you get paid. That's when you get paid. That's when the eagle flies. My millennials say, huh? What? That's when you get paid. When the eagle flies. Paul said, I want to get to know Jesus in that most powerful way, experientially. I want us to walk together in such a way that I experience his power. That means I have to be willing to be transparent with him. Paul wanted to know the power to relate to Jesus in a whole new way. This power will enable Paul to relate to others. This will also help Paul to participate with others. Look at verse 10b. And the fellowship of sharing in his suffering. Now, I want you to know right now, I'm a little bit bothered that Paul would write this. Because he is saying personally, the fact that he wants to share in the fellowship of suffering. Paul clearly does not get it that he is writing not only to a first century people, he is writing to a 21st century people who have an aversion to pain. No, Paul. Clearly, you don't understand that we're going to read this 2,000 years later. And we don't do well with suffering. Help me, God. Help me, God. Slap your neighbor high five and say, you know you don't do well with suffering. A hangnail ain't coming to church. Talking about pressing your way through just because you tired today. How you pressing your way? We don't do well with pain. So I'm not exactly enthused with Paul's telling me that therefore fellowship of the sharing in his suffering. Clearly, I'm good, Jesus. Is there anybody in here that like to suffer? Tell the truth. So why is Paul talking about fellowshipping and suffering in Christ? Again, let's dig deeper. Hebrews 7:27 says this, unlike the other high priests, he does not need to offer sacrifices day after day, first for his own sins and then for the sins of the people. He sacrificed for their sins once for all when he offered himself. In other words, when we typically read that, our minds immediately go to the cross and we say, as he said, you must bear the cross and follow me. So we go to that level of suffering. Now, that is not to say that there is not going to be any suffering in this life. But what the text is teaching right here is not what you are thinking. When Paul is saying, I want to know him in the fellowship of the suffering, he is saying that Christ knows what it means to suffer. Therefore, when I